Hey, welcome back. I'm glad you're here for this week's video. And today I'd like to talk to you about another garage light. Now, you've seen the other ones I did from Yigia, which, if I remember, I'll put down in the description below. And I really do like those. But they weren't as bright as I wanted in my garage. So, I got this one. Now this is from, and I really hope I'm pronouncing this name correctly, Powind. Right there's their name. Or is it Powind? I don't know. Now this one here has aluminum heat sinks right here. And as you can tell, each panel, which there's only 3, has all the LEDs in here. Now, the one cool thing about this is the panels have a around a 90-degree angle tilt. So you don't have to have them straight down on all of them. If there's a certain part in your garage you want it a little bit more light, you can angle it a little bit or a whole lot. So that's pretty cool. Also, it's just basically screwed into your light socket, if that's what you have. Now, they boast 8,000 lumens, and it only uses 80 watts of power. So that's actually quite nice. Now, there's 156 LEDs total. And if my math is correct, that's about 52 LEDs per. No, I'm not going to sit there and count each one. So don't ask me to. Now, like I said, each panel can move 90 degrees. And these heat sinks are actually made out of an aviation type aluminum, so it can dissipate the heat a lot better. And as you can tell on the back, they got a nice little bit of fins on here to help dissipate the heat that comes through here. You also get a little bit more with this light. In here, now let me take it out, you get a safety cable. It's not that long, and what this does is you also get like a screw and an anchor in there. So once you have this in your socket, if you want to make sure that this isn't going to fall out for some odd reason and hit the ground, you would take this, figure out exactly where you would want it, use that screw on this part here, this little L bracket, screw it into the wood of your ceiling, then take this part, which is the clip, and you would clip it into the light somewhere, either right here, this little piece, I don't know if my camera will pick it up, but there's like this little bump right there. I can't get it in there, but there's like this little bump here that you can clip this to, so that way if this happens to fall out from the socket, the safety cable will catch it and leave it hanging there for you. So that's pretty nice. And you do get a remote control. It's a simple remote control. It's just simply on, off, and if you look on the 2 bottom ones right there, you get 2 different settings for a timer, 30-minute or 60-minute. So, and it runs on 2 AA batteries. So essentially what this can do is, instead of you always walking into the garage, flipping that light switch on, you could just use this. And the range of this is 20 meters away for just the remote control. Now, the light on here is 6,000 Kelvin. It's a 6,000 K white light. So it's going to be very cold and very just, well, basically white. And it has a CRI, or color rendering index, of 80 plus. The CRI, basically the higher that number, the more true to color this is going to be. Just keep that in mind. This weighs just over a pound, 1.21 pounds. And pretty much that's about it. When it finally gets dark outside, I'm going to show you what this looks like. I'm going to try to do 2 different angles. The first one I kind of jury-rigged something on my gutters outside, so it'll be hanging like this, just so you can see how much of a flood it can do coming straight down. The other thing I'm going to try to do is I'm going to hold it kind of like this, straight on, and then turn it on so you can see how it lights up basically my whole backyard. Well, not the whole backyard, but a good portion of it. I'm going to try to do both. I'm definitely going to do the one that's hanging up to give you an idea of how it's going to look inside your garage. But I'm going to just have it pretty much straight like that. I'm not going to try to angle them or anything. I'm just going to go and I'm going to use the remote. I'm going to stand behind the camera, turn it on, turn it off for you. And then, like I said, I'm going to try to do it the other way, where I'm going to be standing behind the camera, and then I'm just going to kind of hold it like this, about this height too. And I'm going to turn it on so you can see a different angle. Because who knows, maybe you want to put this somewhere inside the blind that, you know, the Jehovah's Witness that comes up to your porch. Maybe you want to put it like that to blind the heck out of them. Don't do that. Alrighty, like I said, once it gets dark, I'll take you outside and I'll show you what this thing can do. And as the last note, me testing this, I had it in my garage for a while, for probably about a good 2 weeks now. It's really bright. And I do like how you can minutely angle. It's a nice smooth. It's not, there's no like little clicks in there or anything. It's a nice smooth way to position the light. So if you wanted to hit a certain corner or something of your garage, it's really nice. It really is bright. And just remember, things are a lot brighter in real life than what you'll see in camera. So yeah, I do recommend you get this. All right, enough of me talking. Let's get you outside. Okay, this is the nighttime test. Now, really the light should probably be about another foot higher up, but where I have it positioned is the exact same height as the ceiling inside my garage. In this test, I decided to adjust 2 of the light panels, and as I do so, you will be able to see a lot more light being cast throughout my backyard. If you pay closer attention behind me, when I move that second panel, you will actually be able to see further back in my backyard and the fence towards the back. Now, coming up, I'm going to bring in the remote control in shot just to show you me turning the light on and off a few times. And yes, I do have a little flashlight on me, so that's so I can have it, make sure I hit the buttons correctly. And the light is exactly 24 feet away from the camera as I am filming this. Just to give you a nice reference on how good the remote control works. Now coming up, I'm going to give you the second example of me holding the light horizontally shining into the backyard, just like that. Now this is to give you an example how much light or floodlight this is pumping out. Now you got to remember, this is strictly an indoor light. It is not waterproof, so you cannot use this light outside. And by the way, the reason why the video kind of goes dark when I have the remote in my hand right now, the light is reflecting off the remote back into the camera. Hey, if you happen to like this video, please give it that thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, and please don't forget about the notification bell. It would really mean a lot to me if you were to share this video on all of your social media sites. And, well, until the next video, you have a great day.